All right, now we have a personal question for you. So when you find a gray hair, do you pluck it or do you just let it be?
Well, turns out plucking can lead to infections and other issues with your hair. And new this morning, John Shumway is here with a look cautiously about the alternatives.
Yeah, you know, gray hair really bothers some people, not so much others. But if you want no part of it, coloring is obviously the alternative, but you have to do it carefully. Pluck those grays, and when they grow back,
sometimes it can actually become more coarse, or it becomes even more thinner.
And stylist Julie Berry says eventually they may not return at all.
So I've had a lot of women embrace their gray, which I think is a beautiful thing. And then that it also becomes a little bit more low maintenance.
But if you're not ready for that yet, of course you can color.
You know, coloring is fine. However, you can damage hair, particularly with permanent hair dyes. They actually do damage the cuticle. So it's actually best to avoid those permanent dyes.
UPMC dermatologist Dr. Olga Benimovich warns.
Like a store brand, you know, those are typically your permanent dyes, and then they have things like nature tint or henna. Those are not permanent, they wash out.
Dr. Benimovich says ask your stylist for a demi-permanent dye.
But there's a lot of products out there that actually help the hair more.
Those demi-permanent dyes are actually really great. You know, they are protective for the hair, and they can, you know, ease people into their graying hair.
This is blonde.
I can definitely see that.
You're not buying it, are you?
Listen, it's important that you believe it's blonde.
Absolutely. By the way, the doctor points out that so far there's no magic pill to prevent gray hair. Both Very and the doctor say more and more people are embracing their gray and just going with it.
You know what, John? That is my MO too. I just keep saying they're very blonde hairs.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah. Apparently no one believes it. All right, so if you do want to cover it up, you do need to be careful what you use, right?
Yeah, exactly, because those permanent dyes will damage your hair over time. Oh, and this is not a gender-specific thing. Men reach for the dyes often as much as women do. So, guys, we have to be just as careful about damaging our hair, too.
Yeah, I use it on my beard.
Otherwise,
it would be like white.
It's confession hour here on Your Day Pittsburgh.
Really?
Thanks, John. We appreciate it.
Yeah, all right. Thanks, John.